to be bread. Now it's brand, face not felt, it's built on demand. We buy meaning like perfume and glass, sold the divine but taxed on mass. They turn conviction into shares. Stock market is souls, auction prayers. You tithe through apps, confess online. The sacred's now a monetized design. Morality's trending, virtue sells. Outrage clicks better than church bells. They found a prophet in purity's name, then franchise heaven as a game. Every culture claims eternal right, while corporations control the fight. Identity became the goal. The market bought what the heart once sold. People don't think, they subscribe belief. Each thought pre-packed, each word a brief. We chant ideologies like songs on repeat, and call ourselves free from inside the suite. Every system demands devotion, not truth, just endless motion. Progress needs belief to steer, so they sell hope and package fear. You told you're unique, but trained to conform. They tailor rebellion to match the norm. Even dissent's now monetized pain. Revolution trademarked under campaign. We buy causes like branded coats with hashtags stitched on moral quotes. Empathy's viral till it costs, then silence falls, attention lost. We trade compassion for dopamine, forgiveness for filters, peace for screens. The world's not evil, it's just asleep, dreaming values it'll never keep. Every believer thinks they're awake, but sleeps in the image their idols make. Face not blind, it's led astray by markets disguised as gods that pray. The temple still stand, now made of glass, with logos carved where scriptures pass. You kneel to brains, you swear by feet. You call it life is built on leads. They say belief unites, but that's the trap. Each creed a map that overlaps, and in those zones where worlds collide, we find the wars belief supply. The saints of commerce, prophets of press, rule not by truth, but noise is stress. We crave direction, they sell illusion. We call it order, it's just confusion. Every ideology seeks control, but freedom starts where faith grows cold. When gods retire and scripts decay, only silence knows what to say. They told us purpose means to serve, but meaning's born where none observe. A quiet thought beyond the creed, a question planted without need. Belief once built, now it binds. It kills the doubt that clears the mind, and in that death we lose the key that opens what belief can't see. So burn your idols, bless the void, let unlearned hearts be self-employed. For meaning's not a word or name, it's the space untouched by fame. You don't need gods to feel divine, just courage to cross your own design. And when belief's no longer bought, you'll find the truth they never taught.